Hey everybody, happy Friday. It is Friday. Just reading. Like I said, my husband brings home the newspaper. I guess I'm doing current events here. It is still light snow coming down. It was very heavy snow this morning. This is supposed to stop at some point tonight. I want to say after 7 p.m. I don't know. But it just keeps piling on the snow that we already have. Again, prayers for Texas. What you people are going through down there, let me tell you. I mean, I don't have to tell you, you know. You're living it. It's horrible. Horrible. I mean, people are without power. People are without anything. I'm just reading here. My husband brings me home the paper every night, like I said. This kind of struck me. And this is a woman. Excuse me. This is a woman who, I believe, the woman claims she was okay. This is in Brooklyn, New York. I thought it was in Jersey because right away I heard Red Hook, but it's not. It's based in Brooklyn, New York. There was a woman, has what I feel, and most of us as women would feel, a perfectly good explanation as to why she should not be vaccinated. She never said she was never going to get vaccinated. It's just she right now has something else going on in her life. There's a fertility concern. Her and her husband are trying to conceive. And for a lot of women, there are some concerns if you're taking a vaccine, such as now. Again, never said that she wasn't going to ever get it. Just right now is not the time for her. Well, she works in Brooklyn for a bar, restaurant, tavern. And the job, when it came time for its employees to have a choice to get vaccinated, their time must have been up because the establishment says, well, you have to have this. They sent everybody letters that works for the establishment. Again, she's got an explanation. She has a perfectly good, to me, I'm not just because I'm a woman, she has a perfectly good explanation for not doing it right now. Well, the establishment chose to fire her. Should they have done this? I don't think so. I don't think so. So I found that to be very, the person fully supports people being inoculated, but she wants to wait for more research on vaccine for the possible side effects about fertility. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. I mean, should she speak to her doctor, which is basically, if I was in her shoes, I probably would have. I mean, if she can't have one right now, again, one more time. She never said she wasn't going to have it. She just said not, right now for her, for the vaccination, is not the time. She's trying to produce and start a family. Totally understandable. But I hope she seeks justice with this, because right now, it's a whole entire page in our New York Post newspaper. So, okay. So, I'm sure when they get bad-mouthed good enough and enough women come out, she will most likely have her job back. I think they took it way too far. Well, if you don't do what we say, you're out. There is no law that requires you to get it. It's mandatory. No law requires. And they tried to cover their ass on it. We said, sad to see you go, the email read. If you do change your mind, please do not hesitate to let us know. This is the establishment writing to her in a letter. We hate to see you go. We are sad to see you go. I don't think she's going to be gone for long because this made news. She's in the news for this. So far now it's been on the internet. Enough people, open up your mouths now. You need to speak up. I don't think it was right. I think she should have at least gotten, which is what I would have done, get a letter from your healthcare worker, get a letter from your doctor, stating the reason maybe why you should not do this right now. Because, other things are involved. We don't understand the outcome, the full outcome of the vaccine. We do not know what it's going to fully do to the body and the reproductive system. Totally understandable. I read that pissed me off. That pissed me off. I agree with that. You don't know yet. Now, the flu season. We're in flu season. My husband got his flu shot. For myself, having Graves' disease, I can't have one. Never could. Okay. Since 2005, flu season has dropped dramatically since the numbers from 2005. That was the last highest amount reached for flu season for people having the flu. Because now we are wearing masks for something else, we actually benefit from another illness. I think that's great. Me, myself, I have not had a sinus infection. I have not had any. I get up sometimes in the morning, I sneeze sometimes. Okay, fine. I put the heat up a little too high. It gets dry in here. My humidity drops and, I start coughing. It's got nothing to do with COVID or anything. It's just the humidity. It's dry in here. But I found that so great that flu season has been virtually non-existent this year, with the lowest rate of hospitalization since the dates have tailed. Just 165 flu-related hospitalizations were recorded between October 1st and February 6th. Only 165 hospitalizations between then and then. That's awesome. I'm so glad somebody's, we're benefiting in other ways. I think that's great. I mean, who the hell wants to get sick? Nobody wants to get sick. I mean, listen, we used to go down to Disney World. I think it's good that kids from the age 2 and up, I think they changed it from 3 and up, but it used to be from 2 and up, they have to wear a mask. Because you know what? I've seen kids on those rides. I've seen kids touching everything while we're standing on the rides. We're standing on line. Kids are coughing. And you hear this gurgling sound. I heard this gurgling sound from this kid. And the mother is just freaking standing there. Cover your kid's mouth. Don't tell him to cover his mouth. It's the most grossest things. We could have all had, God forbid, something for years. COVID had nothing to do with it. So, people cough, they sneeze, Kids are the worst. They're touching everything. And then you hear the parent, well, it's hard to chase after. It's so hard. Listen, don't give me the crap. Half of the reasons why people are getting sick is probably mostly from kids. That's what I feel. Okay, especially in a theme park like that. Theme parks. They're just ripping my governor. They're ripping my governor a new asshole. He had the situation about the nursing homes. He kept hush hush on the actual, supposedly he didn't tell everything about the COVID situation in the nursing homes. All right. Maybe he didn't want to alarm anybody. I have no idea. But they're ripping him a new asshole. They really are. It's a shame. Basically, I don't know in my heart of hearts who to believe anymore. We praised our governor so much. Our governor has, he came on every day. Every day. I didn't miss a day with his press conferences and his, And I know he doesn't get, our governor doesn't get along with our mayor from New York City. I mean, our mayor is a ditz. He really is. So, of course, now this gives my mayor leadway now to go after the governor. First of all, he needs to get out of office. That's number one. We have numerous things on the subways. Attacks. People getting pushed onto subway tracks. More so now than ever. More so now than ever. I mean, it doesn't matter how far back you stand. I see people still standing on the edge. I hate that. First of all, I hate the subway. Okay. I don't travel on it by myself. I haven't traveled on that in a couple of years. You could be standing by the wall and somebody will just take you and pull you along and just throw you onto the tracks. Horrible. Horrible what people are doing. I don't want to hear mental illness. There was a girl who pushed a woman onto the subway tracks. They have her on video. They have her going to the deli up the block after she got out of this. After she pushed her, she walked. She went back upstairs into the street and went into a deli, got herself something, and then walked along. They have her on video doing this. So far, they haven't caught her yet. I'm sure they will. She didn't seem upset. Her day just went on. The other lady escaped many injuries. Somebody helped her get up off the tracks. She was fearful for her life that the train was coming. I mean, understandable. This is horrible. My city is broken, as many other cities are broken. But, I can't answer for them. I live here in New York City. My city is broken. And really, that's really all I have to report. Loungefly hasn't not Loungefly, excuse me. LA Style Rush hasn't contacted me yet. My silver holographic snowflake Loungefly should be on its way. They said shipping the 28th, 2/28. Now, when you go into the pre-order, they're doing the next series. They have shipping in May. January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, 5. May. I hope to God that my bags, all of our bags from February, weren't pushed to May, because I can't put up with that. I can't wait anymore. So, that's really all the news for that. Loungefly is coming out with some new bags. They have a new Belle from Beauty and the Beast. They have that bag. More and more now, many more people are complaining about the placements. It's hard because you really can't get to the store to buy the bag. Sometimes they don't have it at the store, so you have to order it online. You have to resort to ordering it online. People are getting upset because of the placements of the bags. I mean, you got to take it from how it comes. You have to take it from where it comes. If it comes from the factory like that, they're not going to look at the placement of the bag and say, this one's pretty, let's send this one out. They got no time to do that. You have to take it as it is, or you send it back. But many other bags are coming out. I'm just sitting sidelines. That's really it. The Peter Pan backpack, the latest Peter Pan backpack, there is a place where I can actually get it. I could pre-order it. Do I really want to do that? Yeah and no. I'm thinking it'll pop up at box lunch in a store somehow. I don't know. I'm thinking it'll pop up. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just going to wait it out. So that's really it. I'm sorry I read you the newspaper, but I felt the need to do that. And that's really it. Alrighty, people. Sitting here having a cup of tea. Snow is coming down. Getting very annoyed. Sometimes you get a little stir crazy. Right now, I'm just hanging out. I had lunch. Mopped my floors a little bit. Do things like maybe I'll hop in the shower. Things like that. And it is what it is. I hear them outside vacuuming the hallway, which is very nice. I love that. You ever smell a certain smell and it reminds you of some other place? You're going to think I'm weird. I go out into my lobby of my building. I love my building. I love my building lobby. It reminds me of a resort. Not much to talk about, but it's cute. I love it. The hallway reminds me of Pop Century lobby. Its smell. It just takes me, and I guess that's what keeps me going. It just takes me back. They've been playing numerous commercials on TV, Disney World, blah, 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 celebration. I think they're giving 2 free nights when you book a non-discounted package, a non-discounted room and package. So they're offering 2 free nights. You would have to look that up on disneyworld.com. I don't know the specific dates as to when the booking dates start. My trip is still hanging in the balance. I'm going to get ready to call. JetBlue has money from us that they cannot return. It is banked, so we can use that money for a future trip, but they only give you a year or 2 years. I have no idea. I got to call them back and find out. Am I hesitating on the phone call? Maybe a little. Yeah. Do I want to make the phone call? Not really, but I have to do some adulting, and I have to pick up the phone at some point. I do have time, but, unless there's a miracle going to happen, it's not going to happen. We may, my husband and I agreed to this, maybe moving that trip down maybe to December. So we could do the 3 or 4 days in December. Again, now, that reminds me of the travel laws. By then, will we actually need to be mandatory that we have to be tested before we get onto a plane? It says now it requires you to have a test 3 days before you board. Set foot in an airport and board. You need to have the paperwork. Should this be mandatory? Maybe so. Maybe just for travelers. Yeah, I think so. Everybody feels safe down in Disney. I keep hearing that shit. That's getting on my nerves. But I feel so safe. Wait until the next time you go down there. The law may change. The airports may change, and it's totally up to the airports. It's up to the TSA. They have their own rules and regulations. So the city and the state have nothing to do with that. They are a separate thing. We will see what the future holds for them. You may have your ass down there now. You may be enjoying it now, but the next time when you come home and you go back down, things may be a hell of a lot different. So, I think I have yacked enough. There was nothing else going on. I have no packages coming, although I see some things that I want to order. I haven't done it yet. I want to get my boundaries ahead. I really would like to go to the mall. I would really like to try Dollar Tree. I don't, again, I see that videos on Dollar Tree, everybody's doing the Easter products. They have Easter going now. They have such nice, they have springtime dish towels and dishware. I'm not into that, but maybe the dish towels I would like to do. But my Dollar Tree, by the time I make it down there, they're not going to have anything. I know it. I would like to get back to the mall, to get back to Primark. I want to see if they have anything else new. I want to see. Maybe try again, maybe to look for that backpack, although that seems to be a lost cause. So we already know the deal. And once things are gone with them, they're gone. It's over. But I will give it another shot. I need to get down there, and I just can't do it. It is snow. Alrighty, people. I thank you so much for watching. I thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much to the new subscribers. I see my numbers adjusting there. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. I'm just me. That's my motto. I'm just me. Okay, people. Happy Friday. Be safe. Be safe, especially while traveling. I gotta worry about my husband when he comes home today. And traveling. He made it to work great, but with the traveling, with the roads, the snow is still coming down. I think until about 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. tonight. What are you gonna do? Also, I like to watch old movies. I watched last night. They had Singing in the Rain. Now, if you know Singing in the Rain, that also takes me back, and it reminds me of the great movie ride with the old movie clips, and Singing in the Rain was one of them. It's a Busby Berkeley movie, so it's... I think I fell asleep on maybe 10 minutes of it, but that's okay. But I caught the whole thing. I mean, I've seen it before anyway. It's just nice, because those things take me, and they remind me of other things. So I says, oh my God, Singing in the Rain, great movie ride. Maybe people watch the movie because of the great movie ride, But I'm up there in age, so I know the damn movie, even before the great movie ride. Anyway, do I miss that ride? Yes, I do. I've never been on the Mickey and Minnie train yet, because that happened just as around the time as all this other stuff happened. Just, rotten timing. Rise of the Resistance. I haven't been on that yet. We were down there last December. Not last December, the December before, 2019. We were down there the day it opened. We weren't getting near it. So, all right. Let me get going. Love to all. Again, have a great day. Be safe out there. Wear your mask. Love you. Have a great weekend. If I see anything else, I'll pop on. If not, I'll talk to you in the next few days. Have a great day. Bye-bye.